the annual meeting of the Joint Local Development Finance Authority Troy Subcommittee to order. Mr. Lathan, will you take the roll, please?
Yes, I will. Alternate, Ethan Baker.
Here.
Chair, Robin Beltramini.
Here.
Alternate, Alan Hoderick. Paul Hof, member. Paul?
I am here now.
Okay. County Representative Dan Hunter.
Good afternoon, here.
Thanks, Dan. And member Nick Vitale. Nick is here. Nicholas is here. We have a quorum.
The chair would entertain a motion to conduct an electronic meeting.
Madam Chair, would you like me to read that motion into the record?
After the motion is made.
Okay.
Who moved?
I moved. Paul.
Make a motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All right.
Who made the motion?
Nick Vitale seconds.
Motion was made
Paul
by
made it.
Yeah, I moved it.
Paul.
It has been moved. Resolved that the Troy Local Development Finance Authority, are you getting this twice? Because I am. Okay. Troy Subcommittee hereby allows all members to participate in public meetings by electronic means during the state of emergency. Members participating electronically will be considered present and in attendance at the meeting and may participate in the meeting as if physically present. However, members must avoid using email, texting, instant messaging, and other such electronic forms of communication to make a decision or deliberate toward a decision. Resolved that the Local Development Finance Authority Troy Subcommittee hereby establishes public participation rules during the state of emergency to provide for two methods by which members of the public can be heard by others during the meeting. Email sent to economicdevelopment@troymi.gov and received by 9 a.m. on the day of the meeting will be read during the public comment period of the meeting. Voicemail left at 248-524-3314 and received by 9 a.m. on the day of the meeting will be played during the public comment period of the meeting. Both email and voicemail public comments will be limited to 3 minutes each. To vote, Mr. Latham?
Alternate, Ethan Baker.
Yes.
Chair, Robin Beltramini.
Yes.
Paul Hof.
Yes.
Nick Vitale.
Yes.
I know the county is a non-voting member. So thanks, Dan. And alternate Ellen Hoderick, I'm not sure, I don't think she's on the line yet.
No.
Okay. Motion passes.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is election of officers. We typically elect a chairman and a secretary. I think last year we also elected a vice chair. So we'll entertain those motions. You may volunteer.
I'll move. Can you hear me, Robin? Make a motion.
I can hear. What are you moving?
Sorry, what?
What are you moving? Who are you recommending?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have a recommendation. I was just moving that we discuss the officers.
Okay.
We don't have a slate.
Just a clarifying point. Typically, we've had a slate in the agenda or published previously, so we don't have a slate as it stands.
I don't remember ever having this slate.
Okay. Well,
We did for the full committee, but we did not for our subcommittee.
well, I recommend Robin Beltramini to be reelected chair.
I would do that.
I'll second that, support that if I'm allowed.
Yeah. Secretary is typically Glenn.
I'll move that we nominate Glenn Lapin to continue as secretary.
And I'll second.
I think Nick last year was our vice chair, so that if I was out, we had somebody to run the meeting.
Yeah, I would be willing to do that again, but I might be in Chicago come late summer, so I'm not sure I should do that.
Well, we can take our chances. So
Okay,
we're only required to have a chair and a secretary.
okay.
So those, technically two motions are on the floor. We could smush them. Any other
I
nominations?
move to have Nicholas. No,
Yeah, go ahead.
I move to have Nicholas Spinelli be vice chair.
Okay.
Second that.
Can we consider those amendments to the original motion? Absent any objection, yes. Any other motion, any other suggestions? Okay, Glenn, we have a slate of Robin Beltramini chair, Nick Vitale vice chair, and Glenn Lapin as secretary for the next year.
And as I understand, that was moved by Paul Hope and seconded by Ethan Baker, correct?
Yes,
Okay. Ready for roll call?
yes,
Alternate Ethan Baker,
Yes.
Chair Robin Beltramini,
yes,
Paul Hope,
Yes.
Nicholas Vitale,
Yes, except for me, I abstain from that vote.
you don't have to.
yeah, you don't have to. And alternate Ellen Hoderick, I don't believe she's on the line.
The
Motion
regular
carries.
2020 meeting schedule was included in your packet. It was postponed from April. And then the following one for October 26th. Y'all got that? We
Yes.
don't need to vote on that. But if anybody's got an objection to the October meeting, speak now. We can move it.
None here.
And Madam Chair, that's a joint meeting with Southfield as scheduled, correct, currently.
Okay, good. All right. Approval of the minutes from October 21st, 2019. Those were included in the packet. Did anybody have corrections or additions?
None.
Chair will entertain a motion to approve. Somebody please.
So moved to approve the minutes.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you.
Roll.
Discussion? Go. Glenn?
Alternate Ethan Baker,
Yes.
Chair Robin Beltramini,
Yes.
Paul Hope,
Yes.
Nicholas Vitale. Motion carries.
Yes.
Motion carries. There was no old business on the agenda. Did anybody think of any? All right, we will move along to
None.
new business. Somebody start to say something? 2021 budget. Glenn, are you or Mark or Rob, who's presenting?
Yeah, I could give an overview and any questions, happy to entertain. I should also, I want to welcome Rob Malisic. He is our Chief Financial Officer for the City of Troy, who is on the call as well. City Manager Mark Miller is participating as well as City Attorney Lori Bloom. So let me give a brief overview. You have the budget in front of you, and similar to other budgets, as we look at the top part, there's the revenue coming in through the property taxes into the LDFA district that becomes captured. And the state revenue sharing comes from the refund on the personal property tax that the state has dismissed through their programming, and therefore the local community gets a portion of that, of a rebate that comes back to them. And this is the allotment to this district through the LDFA. So it's a little bit more revenue for the LDFA through that to help make up for what was lost in the personal property tax collection in the past. Net interest income as well. Expenditures going out as similar to the past. We have for operations. Generally, that's about 60% of what comes in. Infrastructure, tax tribunals, administrative service, marketing costs is the membership to Automation Alley that is currently at $17,500 per year in support of them. And what we did last year was the first year that we had an expenditure in phase one on Automation Alley's parking lot resurfacing project that the LDFA is able to help support. They expect to go through another phase or two of that, which they have not begun as of yet. So that is also encapsulated in the actuals for 2019. And going forward, you can see how that lays out over the next several years. The infrastructure, there really is no other, but in the past we have supported some road improvements in that area along Bellingham and Big Beaver. There was nothing last year to my knowledge, and but we do, it's possible that we will have that coming forward in the coming years as well, and that is as projected as part of the budget. That's a brief overview. Below, you can see more detail on the captured taxable value that is outlined, and you can see the further detail on that. And on the last page of the budget, millage rates, and that shows which taxes are being captured for this LDFA district. Know where those dollars are coming from. So that's a brief overview. Rob, Mark, and I are here. Any questions that you may have, and we'll go from there.
Question?
Glenn, this is
Just one.
Dan. One question, the millage there for Oakland County, is that what the millage was back when the district was created? Because currently it's like 4.04. And I'm thinking that's probably what it was when the district was created. That's high. And maybe with Headley Row back over the years, that has come down to the current 4.04.
Rob?
Yeah, yes, you're right. That part of the spreadsheet, I think, was not updated properly, but in the actuals, the current rate that the county's putting forward that's what we have in there for our revenues.
Okay. Thank you.
One here for Glenn or Rob. Would the state revenue sharing be affected by any budget issues that the state would have with the COVID-19?
What part of that payment out is because of the use tax. So if the use tax goes down, then yes, that will be impacted by that. What we learned in the past from the previous recession is that we're at least 1 year away from any type of impact from that. So the 2021 budget is secure. It's 22 and beyond that we'll have to be worried about and monitor as time passes.
Thank you.
Other questions? Lori, it's my recollection that we make a recommendation on this.
No, actually, Madam Chair, thank you for the opportunity to address this. Normally, this board sees the budget before it goes to City Council. However, because of the COVID and the need to do emergency meetings, City Council has already reviewed their total budget. So this is one that you can approve at this point in time because of the timing.
Oh.
Madam Chair?
So do we want to approve this?
Madam Chair?
Someone want to approve this? Yes?
Yeah. It is my understanding, and Mark or Lori, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's correct what you said, Lori, but I think in this case, what we did is that if we're still able to do that, we have the approval here today. It could still go, the plan is to go to the June 22nd City Council meeting for council approval.
Madam Chair, you're fine in approving it if you'd like to do that. If you want to make a recommendation, that is also acceptable. Either way would be appropriate.
Before we do that, Lori, I think you state that thinking that we're going to approve it. We don't, and I suspect we will, but will there be an issue now that it's already been approved by the council?
So, no, I think that this is one that will actually be presented, the individual budgets for the LDFA will be presented to council at the 22nd. I think that's what you're saying, right? Right,
Yeah.
Glenn?
Correct.
So we're okay doing this. Okay.
So what's your pleasure, gentlemen?
Let's make a recommendation.
Okay, Nick?
I move that we recommend the budget as presented today be approved by the council.
I'll support. Any further discussion?
Second.
Okay, Mr. Lapin, roll call.
Alternate Ethan Baker,
Yes.
Chair Robin Beltramini,
Yes.
Paul Hope,
Yeah.
Nicholas Vitale.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Board member comments. Anybody got something you need to get off your chest? Okay.
No, Madam Chair,
Well,
not,
let's say-
Madam Chair, not a board person, but I did want to let you know that I did get something from alternate Hoderick. She's sorry, she's having technical difficulties. She's not in her home, so just wanted to report that.
Thank you. We wish her well. We have no members of the public other than staff. You guys want to say anything?
Yes, I'd just like to point out that there was no public comment either by email or by phone for this meeting.
Thank you, Glenn. All right. Our business is at an end. I will see you all one way or another, October 26th.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, all.
Thank you.